Okay, so this is my stuff. What do you want to do with that little box? Why microcovers? Thanks for your loyal support.
Are you ready?
Yes. Hot man with jeans.
It looks like it's time for Japan! It took us maybe 10 minutes to go through security.
Yeah, super smooth. Most smooth international flight probably.
And already giving you one tip, if you're traveling to Japan you need to show your exit ticket. So they check that, just because the visa limit I think is 60 days in Japan if I'm not wrong. So yeah, just have your exit ticket printed. So now we have a few hours to kill and then we go! We are taking a Jetstar flight that is like a long haul one. So it's like a very nice plane actually. I'm just gonna show you super fast. We got our own television. I don't know if we have any entertainment or what. We're in Japan! Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa, bitches.
So we just arrived, everything went pretty smooth. Now the first challenge, let's get some cash.
Cash points.
Yay, we found the ATM. So fun. Shall we take a moment to appreciate the pink airport? Ugh, I'm so wobbly because I'm full of stuff. Hey. Hey, Super Mario! We went to the information point and they told us both where it was the ATM and both where to go to get to our accommodation, which is awesome. Let's see if we found our way now. We made it to the train. Happy days, alrighty, so now we have stopped. He always mocks me when he says happy days. So now we are on the train towards Namba, which is the central station. That takes 50 minutes and costs 920 yen, the ticket. I just changed with the underground and hopefully it's gonna be easy to get home.
I have recorded bird sounds out here.
And super colorful trains, oh my god.
Here we go. Did you hear it?
Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa!
From Osaka! Okay guys, so we were filming yesterday. It's just that then we realized that probably all the different clips, they are gonna look very messy put together. So we thought that it's probably better if we just walk you through what happened yesterday, because we already had quite of an intense experience here in Japan, let's say. We arrived at the airport and there was like few challenges. The first challenge, it would have been basically to get some cash, which you can think like it's a very stupid thing to do, but it's not that easy in Japan, at least not for us, and we just arrived. So we could just find currency exchange machines, and we didn't want to go there because of course they charge you a lot of commission. So we went just to the information point and asked where we could find the ATM, and they were like super helpful. They pointed us towards the ATM. We got our cash, because you really need to have cash in Japan, as is almost like everything has to be paid in cash. And they also told us where to go to get the transport to come to our accommodation. So it was a little bit of a challenge basically to get those tickets for the transport, but at the end it went everything super smooth. We arrived to the accommodation that it was about 11 in the evening, so we literally just dropped our bags and decided just to go out and have something to eat.
Yeah, so we took just the first back street close to where we're staying and started to walk didn't find anything first, and then suddenly on a corner it was just this little super traditional Japanese restaurant.
Super tiny, one of these that is, I don't remember the name, I know that they have a specific name, this kind of restaurants, but it's like literally you have the chef and then you have like 10 seats around and you literally eat in front of the chef.
It's like old school, all in wood, and it has lanterns, lit up lanterns with like Japanese writing hanging outside the door.
Old sake bottles around, like a little bit dusty as well, that kind of
looks
feeling.
like a little hut.
Yeah, it was so cute. But we're like, shall we go in or shall we not go in? And then I told him, you know what? Let's just enter. Like, it's something that if we think about it, we're not gonna do it because you feel awkward, you know? It's like so tiny and there were only like 3 people in there and you eat straight in front of the
2
chef.
people and 5 guys working in the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. So then we were like, okay, let's just go in. And we went in and we were like, hi, they have food. And like, they couldn't even speak in English, like maybe 3 words they knew, as much as we knew of Japanese, literally. And they gave us the menu and it was like all completely in Japanese. We were like, oh my god. And then they gave us the English menu that was like much shorter compared to the Japanese menu. But even there, all kind of food, they would have been like out of our comfort zones. It was pretty much everything chicken based, it seemed. And it was like chicken sashimi, and then they had chicken liver, chicken heart.
Skewers with these chicken hearts and chicken liver and chicken skin and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, what should we order? So I thought, okay, I'm gonna ask him what's his favorite thing. So he just literally kind of made the order for us at the end, just picking what he think that it was good. So yeah, we had this very lovely salad, and then we had all different kind of skewers, and it was super nice, but it was so interesting, like the communication, and the chef will stare at us the whole time, just like to check our reaction, see if we liked it or not, which was fun. And I drank sake, you had a beer, so it was like such a nice start, like very genuine, and like, I don't know, it feels one of the most genuine experience like of eating out that we ever done. So that was very fun. Like, it's so funny because we arrived here just yesterday at 11 and it feels like we can already say so many things about cultural shock and so on, just out of that 15, no, not even, no. How long did we spend in the restaurant? Like half an hour?
Yeah.
Something like that. So that was very fun, and today we are gonna go out and explore. But before we do that, I wanted to do a little bit of a apartment tour because we rented an Airbnb, so it's like a very tiny, not super traditional Japanese, but I suppose that's how like Japanese young people live nowadays, let's say.
Still a bit old school.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it has some...
very different from what we used to.
It's so funny. Like this morning, to have breakfast, it took me maybe 40 minutes to understand like if I could have it or not, because first we brought the espresso machine and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on the hob, and then like all the signs are in Japanese, so I had to go with the Google Translate and try to understand what it said, and then finally I managed to turn it on. I put the machine in there and it didn't work because it's just conduction kind of pans. Induction kind of pans, so that was fun. And then like the microwave, how to know how to microwave things. So it's everything written in Japanese. There is not even a single thing written in English. Like for example, this is the recorder of the aircon.
We don't know how to turn it on.
We still didn't figure out how to turn on the aircon because we're like, I tried to push all the buttons but it still didn't turn on. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a room tour, guys, and then the next video is gonna start right after this tour. So since when we decide to go out, I'm gonna start with the next video. So shall we start with the room tour? So the first thing that you see when you enter is this kind of door and little corridor, if we want to call it so. One tip that actually you don't know either, Vincent. Everywhere that you go in Japan, when there is something like this, so you have a step up, it means that you need to remove your shoes. This even in shops and like wherever you happen to enter and you see that there is a step up, it means that you need to remove your shoes. And then in here we have what is the toilet. Super, super tiny. Look at the sink. Look at the size of this sink. Oh my god, that's so fun. And I'm gonna show you if I close myself. This is literally how much I fit. So yeah, you come inside, you have your toilet, you remove your shoes, and then he provided us some slippers. And then you have just this big area, basically. Well, big area, but I mean it's just one area. So what you got here, you got the fridge, you got the microwave, and this is the kind of hob thing, let's say. Then you got a sink here. This, I believe, is drinkable water, but as always, no idea. We'll have to Google Translate everything and try to understand. Then here you have like some pots and mugs. Here there is some tea as well. So I thought it would be nice to find out how this hot water works so we can fix some tea. And some rubbish bin, two super tiny as well. Even if they're not as tiny as this one. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. So small. Like, what do you even put in there? Some stuff for cleaning. This is our bed. Very...
On the floor.
It's the Japanese style. And here you have this door that you can close to the all. Like a sliding door. You can close like that. Then there you have the television, another bin, like if we don't have enough. And then here you have the dining area. And these nice touches of Japanese thing. Very lovely. And then in here you have the shower slash wet room. So fun. This is so interesting. Vince, can you film me? I want to show them how small it is actually. Can you see? There are some buttons here as well. I have no idea what do they do. That's another thing that we need to Google Translate. Maybe it's like a thing. I think you can do like a bath. They use it in there kind of style. And here there is like a little wardrobe where I put my bag, hang some clothes, provided some umbrella. Also in here he gave us like a basket with all like things that one might need, adapters, hair dryer and so on. So I think this was everything from our tour. Not that there is so much to show, but I think it's pretty fun to see how actually are different those apartments from the one that we are used to. I think it's like very, very different. Like,
so different.
That's what Vincent said yesterday. Like, I feel so out of my comfort zone as quick as I came inside. I like.
I'm too big for this.
Yeah,
I don't fit in the toilet. I don't fit in the
shower. Yesterday you hit your head when we left the restaurant as well.
When I stepped outside the door, I hit my head in the roof, in the doorway.
Yeah, it's fun, it's fun. Alrighty, but I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one where we are going to do Hanami. I hope you will want to watch that video and see you soon. Thank you for watching. By the way, this is the view from our kitchen.